So what I was gonna ask,
Them boys not gonna make the
because
playoffs.
Vogel, they're not. But
They gonna make the playoffs.
I don't know, man.
They gonna make the playoffs.
Them boys struggling.
Vogel
LeBron's
is
legacy is built
so
off of this season.
bad, man. And he can't maximize anything. And I know the roster fucked up, but you got to be able to squeeze something out of it.
Did you see his face in that game? I don't know if you watched that New Orleans game.
Mm-mm.
Man, his face, and he got a tech like it was the dumbest tech ever. Like it wasn't even nothing to argue. I'm like, he just trying to do something.
This question goes into this conversation. We them boys, shout out to you. Lakers front office ignoring Braun and Rich Paul. Is Clutch Sports losing its power, especially after Ben Simmons drama?
Nah, I don't think so. I think it's just like they see. First of all, it's the Lakers. We don't give a damn if you LeBron or whatever. You ain't gonna come here telling us what the fuck to do. This ain't Cleveland.
But he did.
Sorta. But and it didn't work, right?
It didn't work, yeah.
All right, so now
Like
they
most of
all right,
LeBron's GM
all right.
moves.
Well, the last couple, I mean, he got him a title. The last ones did. This just didn't work. Bringing Westbrook in. I don't think they're losing their power. I think that they know that at some point they're gonna have to rebuild, and they need that pick, and they didn't want to give it up. This whatever this pick was, and I honestly think they were like, LeBron, this is what you wanted. We're gonna let you stew in it because we had other moves in mind that we were gonna make. You wanted this guy, now you trying to tell us to go do something else. No, we got you what you wanted.
Giving
Live
up a
with
first
it.
round for John Wall is a lot to ask, too.
And then it's fucking John Wall. Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here. Hell no. You thought Westbrook was going to work. You want us to bring John Wall can't shoot any better than Westbrook.
Yeah, you can. That ain't that much better. But it's better, though.
True, but
It's a shit sandwich with cheese
His
on it.
jumper is better.
It's better.
Because I remember John Wall could shoot all that.
It's better than Russ. It's better
You
than
see
what
where he
we
leaning
see.
at. He's trying to give you a signal, Kenny. Like,
And John Wall ain't played in, what, 2-3 years?
boy.
Hey, they shouldn't have made the move. Not for no first round pick. Look, so I agree with a lot of what you're saying. I agree with everything that you're saying. You gotta allow LeBron because all right. So there's things that are good for LeBron, and then there's things that's good for the franchise. And sometimes they're not the same, right? Like what was good for LeBron and the franchise was to win a championship. What was good for LeBron and the franchise was to get Anthony Davis. The rest of these moves were not good for either. They should have paid Alex Caruso.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? There's certain guys that they should have paid, even if it got you in a luxury tax. You're the fucking Lakers. You pay that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a known commodity. You brought in a whole bunch of unknown shit, and now you're getting these type of results.
Yeah.
You know, so at the end of the day, man, look, I don't know what's gonna happen. I see a lot of people saying that they need to trade LeBron. LeBron is the best tradable asset. I agree with that, but I don't know if that's the route that they move in. But it's a fucked up situation.
Yeah,
though.
people just throwing out trade LeBron, trade AD. I think AD is probably the easiest thing to trade. You can probably get way more.
No, you know why I disagree?
Why?
He's never healthy.
Yeah, but some teams I think could take that risk.
Of course they are.
Yeah.
Of course, because you got organizations.
Like if you're Boston.
Oh, 100%. You know what? But not if I got to get up one of the Jays.
But do they still all those draft picks?
They probably have already drafted them.
Well. Either way, I just think that this motherfucker playing Trevor Ariza. And, granted, he'll get 11 minutes here, 15 minutes there. The motherfucker never scoring. You can't play old-ass Trevor Ariza. I still think the best lineup is LeBron and Malik Monk had chemistry. If they can't stop anybody, at least try to outscore the motherfuckers. They were developing a chemistry. Vogel keep changing the fucking rotations. He got fucking Austin Reeves out there. So, nah, man, he ain't no fucking Alex Caruso replacement. Was that Pelinka that didn't want to bring him in?
Yeah, I think that they were off by $5 million. Caruso,
man, bro,
you pay that.
You pay that for Alex Caruso, and I know I gave him shit, but
but the chemistry with LeBron is undeniable.
Yeah.
And then what he brings to the table, he can shoot.
Yep.
He's a big guard. He could guard smaller guys, bigger guys. Like, bring him back.
So tonight he started Reeves, Monk, I honestly think they probably should throw Melo in the fucking starting lineup at this point.
Hey, I've been trying to say that for a little
I
minute.
mean, shit.
You see, they waived DeAndre
I
Jordan
know,
after
I
that
know.
pass.
But he couldn't do shit with DeAndre Jordan. Fucking
Did you see
Philly,
the
Philly
pass?
said they're gonna try to look at Jordan now.
Philly just wants another big body behind him, which I get.
it's
Don't let him
just,
pass
it's
the
just,
ball.
Yeah,
it's
don't let
just a
him handle
mess,
the
man.
rock.
I think the Lakers gonna make the play in at least.
They
At
might not.
least.
It's
At
gonna be
least.
hard.
They might not.
I think LeBron got to get you there.
I don't
We
think
It's
can't.
not
We can't.
LeBron.
No, no, no.
It's not
But I'm just
LeBron.
saying.
bigger
But
than
this is
LeBron.
his team. We talked about it's his doing. If this is what he constructed, he has to.
Bro,
I believe in
So-
LeBron enough to be like, you could get to the playoffs.
to
Man,
overcome this in year
yeah.
18, 19, bro, that's
He's
a
still putting up
lot.
great numbers.
Yeah, I
but-
know, but without AD, like if you look at the rest of this roster, this is like where FIFA was going. This ain't young LeBron.
No,
But if that's the case, this says a lot about LeBron.
no,
LeBron-
Nick.
No. I'll say
Nick,
what it's
no,
saying.
let Nick's doing this. Explain that shit.
I said this says a lot about LeBron.
How?
Because, like I just mentioned, because of my expectations. I said this. I'm the one that's going against y'all in this point. So you looking at me crazy for no reason. I said with LeBron on this team and the roster he constructed, they should at least be a play-in tournament team. And I'm saying if they don't make the playoffs or the play-in, that means they're not even the 10th best team in the West. Then that says a lot about LeBron James and the shit that he
What
did
does it
this
say
year.
about him?
It says that he couldn't not only design a roster to be at least a play-in tournament team, but he wasn't good enough to even help them get into the playoffs.
So, but you just said by his numbers that he's having one of his.
I
better
expect
seasons.
him. That's what I'm saying. That's why I still expect him.
But if he is playing his part and they don't overcome, how is that on LeBron James?
Because it's not just about his play, it's about his roster construction, which is why I'm tying it into that.
But he is a player. They don't pay him to be the GM.
But they sure listened to him, and he sure got his guys there.
But just like every organization is going to listen to their best player, but it's not on their best player to make roster decisions.
But
bruh.
he is the one that asked for
Nah,
these guys,
Nick,
and he
Nick,
got
Nick,
them.
Nick,
Ken just mentioned how they
He
said that
asked
they
for
was.
Russell Westbrook. I don't think he asked for the rest of these motherfuckers.
I'm saying the guy that
man
he
is
had,
up
the
right
guy
now
that
himself.
he asked for it. Let's talk about this construction in totality. They won one title with this construction that he's been doing so far since he's been in LA. He asked for AD, got him. He asked for Russ, got him. He asked for a bunch of those rookies and young players to be traded to get assets and other stuff too. Got him. So all right, he got one title off of that. So to me, that proved enough to where he's good enough to at least steer this ship way better than what the Lakers were before, because they didn't even get to
Not
the
with
playoffs.
this team.
They didn't get to the playoffs for 10 years, damn near.
I know,
before he got there. So he's doing a hell of a job better than what they did.
Yeah, no, he
But
did.
if he can't get this team with all these savvy vets, quote unquote, and him still playing at an elite level in year 19 plus,
this
then
is
he
bad,
gotta.
though.
Then we gotta look at LeBron like, bro, you fucked up.
How
Oh yeah,
he
we can
fucked up?
say I mean,
Yeah, that's what I'm
getting
saying.
Westbrook. Well, there's so many things that happen,
To
but
me, it's
to a
like you
certain
can't
degree,
excuse him from this
to a
shit.
certain no, and I'm not. I mean, because the info is out there. He is
Said it was
reported.
okay.
He wanted
Bring him in.
Westbrook, bring him in. He told them to not get Buddy Hield, bring him in. They had a plan to work on how they play. AD got hurt, then LeBron got hurt. They just left Westbrook all by himself. But everything else, to the point where Westbrook is known to be able to drag motherfuckers to something. Even he couldn't do shit. You saw what he did just last year in fucking Washington with pieces damn near as bad as this, and just Bradley Beal, and he couldn't even overcome this roster. My thing is when I look at this, Nick, it's just telling me that LeBron really is fucking old, bro. And
You said it earlier on that one look. That one.
it's just he just
He
ain't got it, bro.
He looked old when he was hugging on with MJ. They had that little moment. I was like, damn, they look more
he
more
ain't got
alike
it, man.
than they
And he
different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, bro, this
and he
nigga.
ain't even try. Honestly, I don't even think he even trying to do all that much to get him there.
He's not going into his playoff
Yeah.
mode because
We heard him say that before. He didn't get to the playoffs then either.
No, he's not. He said he's not going into it.
yeah, he's not.
Not
going
that he
into
is,
it.
and I don't think he's gonna go into zero dark whatever.
No, he don't need to. What for? This is not a true contender.
And then the way this roster constructed, like if you lose AD, that's huge because every AD and LeBron can cover up a lot of the other
Yep.
shit. You take AD out of that equation.
But without AD, should they still be at least a play-in tournament team? Should they still be
No.
a top 10 team?
I think
in
if
the
this
West?
team, if you started this season with just this roster,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
I said it would be a struggle
according
because
to
it's so bad.
yes, but the reason they're not is not LeBron. The
We're
reason they
living on the
aren't.
we're
No,
living
but
in
I'm
the
saying they
past.
have, but you have LeBron, so you at least should be a
No,
player.
no, no. You can't say what they have. You got to say what these others are not doing. Like tonight, for example. Hey, by the way, they didn't pull within 15. So at half, they down 15. But even tonight, Russell Westbrook is 2 for 10, 0 for 2 from 3, 6 points. You can't win
can't win like
with
that.
your third best player not doing nothing none of the time, and he's the second
We've
best
seen
right
LeBron
now.
win with less.
But that ain't
Younger.
that's not that's one
But we've been talking about
that's
LeBron.
the exception, not the rule.
My thing is this: we can't have it both ways. We can't
No,
talk.
you
We
can
can,
because
hold on.
Father
I'll let
What
you
do you
talk.
mean?
I'll let you
Father
talk.
time.
Hold on. We talk about LeBron being 15 plus in the years and doing all this goofy shit and all this shit. Like, oh, we commend you. This nigga doing all this shit better than MJ, and he can get you there. He can get you as long as he on your team. You got a chance. If you can't get me a top 10 fucking placement in the West, and the West is way worse than it was back in the
18 years
day.
though.
Get the fuck out of here.
18,
This
19
on
years
you.
in.
And I see y'all niggas in the
18
chat
years
talking about
in.
some LeBron ain't the GM. LeBron is the fucking GM. Everywhere he go, he been managing shit. When he went to
Well, that's
Miami,
overplayed.
that was him and his homeboys.
No,
When he
it
went back
wasn't.
to Cleveland, he made Andrew Wiggins get the fuck up out of
Pat
there.
Riley didn't go for that shit.
But he came down there though. He
No,
came down
I'm
there.
just saying, Pat Riley, all that shit LeBron
they-
tried to move, Pat Riley did not go for
What about
that shit.
Shabazz Napier? Was that a
Shabazz-
Pat Riley pick or was that LeBron
That was
James
at the
pick?
end when that was
And that was not
at
a
That was
the end when he
LeBron
was
James.
leaving.
LeBron said, I want Shabazz here. What happened? They drafted
No.
his ass. LeBron did.
No,
LeBron said that you'd be stupid to not draft Shabazz here.
Okay,
And then he drafted him
what is
out.
that not saying?
But wait.
To your organization.
Nick, you named one player.
No,
He drafted him in
naming
his left.
examples.
I'm telling you, because that's an overplayed narrative. It probably was more accurate in Cleveland, but even when they wanted to get Amari Stoudemire.
Yep.
Cleveland didn't get Amari Stoudemire.
Yep.
That's one of the reasons why he left.
They went and got Antoine Jameson.
They went and got Antoine Jameson. This LeBron is the GM. That's it's
So when
overplayed.
LeBron went back to Cleveland,
LeBron
he
left.
didn't tell Andrew Wiggins to get the fuck out of here and get Kevin Love.
He wanted Kevin Love. It worked out. They got a title.
Oh, it didn't work out.
But
okay.
we're talking about that phase of Cleveland. He went to Miami. Pat Riley wasn't having any of that shit. He didn't have any control in Miami the way he wanted to, which is why he left. Went back to Cleveland. He had more control then because he was a champion. So he had more say over the roster. Left, came to LA. I wanted AD, got AD, shipped the motherfuckers out. It worked. They got a title. Said I want Westbrook. Got Westbrook, and it's not working out.
So then how is that not on? Again, if all of this shit has been going right and it goes wrong once, we're going to blame the Lakers front office.
I don't think anybody.
Well, we know the Lakers front office been shitty for 10, like I mentioned. Before he got there, it was shit.
I don't think. I'm not excusing LeBron for wanting Westbrook.
Yeah,
that's what
he gets some.
That's what I'm trying to say. He got to get I think he gets at least 50% of the blame.
That's
for
I
this
mean,
season.
if
That's not fair.
I can't give him that.
That's
much.
not.
I mean,
fair.
I won't.
Westbrook got to play.
I'm not saying it's all
Westbrook
on
get-
him.
Yeah,
I'm
but
just
you
saying.
gotta know what.
But he brought him in there.
But
I
he
mean,
ain't
I
even
feel
what
you.
he
This
ain't
is
even
more
what
on
he is.
Westbrook. This is more on Frank Vogel. This is more on AD.
We knew
Why?
Frank Vogel wasn't
Because-
shit.
You know why? Because LeBron is doing what LeBron is supposed to do. The difference in what LeBron can do now at age 38 versus LeBron at age 28, 25 is that he can go into other levels of shit and physically just overwhelm everybody. LeBron is still physically as gifted as the best
But he's
player
not
in the NBA.
overwhelming motherfuckers.
But
the way
he's
he
not
used to.
overwhelming people.
No.
That's the
Would
difference.
you be
now.
surprised if they missed the playoffs?
No.
You would not be surprised in the
No.
least.
This team is
No,
really
they're
bad.
bad,
They're
dog.
bad.
Like they are really fucking bad,
I would,
bro.
be, I would be shocked. if they
Especially,
made the playoffs.
I'll put it to
especially
you like this.
I'll
Carmelo
be
Anthony.
shocked.
Nick,
Chill out.
Nick.
I'll be shocked.
If LeBron was 28, I would say 1,000,000%, and I would give LeBron 70% of this blame.
32, I give LeBron.
Even 32, bro, even 6 years ago, but damn near 40, nah, bro. Like, what's the expectation? You know what the expectation level is? To not fall off. That's shit. And you know what? That's not even the expectation. That's your fingers crossed. I hope you don't fall off,
Shit,
LeBron.
Kobe couldn't even carry motherfuckers shit when he got to a certain age. He's just old now,
he's
and he
just
needs all
old.
these pieces. That's why he went and got fucking ID. You know, and it just didn't work.
Wow, so y'all are saying y'all would not be shocked if a LeBron James led team when he's averaging
Bro,
over
I call it like I
when
see
he's
it, bro.
averaging over when he's averaging the numbers he averaging to miss the playoffs
Because you
wow.
keep
I
saying that
call it
it
like
says
I
a
see
lot
it,
about
bro.
LeBron. To me, it says a lot about all these other motherfuckers
It does.
that you got a dude
But we see
doing
them. But we've always commended LeBron taking a Butcher Baker and a Candlestick made it to the deep into the playoffs.
because he can overwhelm you physically, and he can't.
But
He
I'm
don't
just
have that
I'm
no
just
more.
asking to be there. I'm not asking him to do more shit than that.
Nah, bro. Look, why do you
You
think
still need them to help him to get there, and they're not there.
what was the whole reason of getting AD? So that way AD could take the burden off. AD could be the main guy. LeBron can finally take a backseat role. LeBron can be plan B and not plan A. And LeBron is still playing A. LeBron is still playing 35 plus minutes a game. LeBron is still averaging 25 plus points a game. LeBron is still hitting his career averages, bro.
But did we not say this on this program way before the shit actually went down? We said, even Kyle, 12 Kyle said it. AD's made of glass, right? We know he's fragile. We expect that.
Yeah.
So him getting hurt is not surprising, yet LeBron still wanted him. When motherfuckers was talking shit about Westbrook and his percentages of shooting all that shit, we knew that before he got on this team, yet LeBron still wanted him. That's why I'm saying, like, what the fuck are we talking about? Like, it is on him.
What we're talking about is LeBron that got a title with AD that's not going to get one with Westbrook. He's batting 50-50.
All right.
That's what it is. But shit, they got a title and got them other motherfuckers out. What are them other motherfuckers doing? What's Brandon Ingram doing? Now he's playing well.
I don't know what he is.
Lonzo, Kuzma
I haven't
putting up
seen Lonzo play in a
a
minute.
bunch of numbers
Lonzo hurt.
on a Washington Wizard team that's not doing anything. And fucking Josh, like,
KCP,
you know,
yeah.
KCP got a title when he was there. You know, you could have brought that back and did more than they did this year because they had chemistry, knew how to play with each other. All these motherfuckers, Wayne Ellington, Kent Bazemore, fucking damn Trevor Ariza.
They brought trash.
It's DeAndre Jordan. It's so bad. And Vogel can't put shit together because Vogel's more of a defensive minded coach and he ain't got defensive minded players.
Sound like somebody else I know called Thibodeau over there in New York that ain't winning shit either.
It's bad, man. Like
I don't like Thibodeau.
it's bad.
We both said that when he first got hired.
Josh Bros says Zach gonna have that year 2 jump, man.
Zach Wilson.
I forgot. I was like, Zach who? I thought you were talking about Zach Levine. I was like, year 2 what? Black Sunday, he said, Black Sunday said, Philly versus Milwaukee in 7 games. Who y'all taking?
Woo!
Philly versus Milwaukee. Oh yeah, I'm getting Milwaukee.
Give me Milwaukee.
Gentleman
too.
sweep.
Give me Philly. Hey.
4 for 1, boy.
Give me Philly.
Harden scares me, but I'm gonna go Philly.
You going with?
Give me Philly.
Y'all insane.
Give me Philly.
The defending NBA champs.
Hey, that boy Embiid is more unstoppable than that boy Giannis.
I
You heard it
don't
here
know about
first.
that,
I
bro.
looked for Q. I didn't even realize Q was gone.
I don't know about that.
Josh Bros said, I think LeBron is mentally scarred from the backlash he got from the decision.
Mentally scarred.
Now he's always putting himself in a spot where others can get the blame.
No, I don't think anybody else getting the blame in this situation.
Y'all blamed everybody but him.
No, I didn't disagree with your 50%.
I did.
You
Yeah,
think
he
50?
did. Bro,
I think he's up there, but I don't think 50.
I just go by what I know and what I've read. They came to him and said, we got a deal for Buddy Hield, and he told them no.
At the beginning,
And are you not listening to LeBron James? Are you not listening to LeBron James? You gonna tell LeBron James, fuck what you said, I'm gonna go do this?
Yeah, I agree.
So then he got GM power.
I'm asking y'all at the beginning before this went down. Did y'all think that this was a good move to make? Would y'all have said take Buddy Hield over, what is his name?
Westbrook?
Yeah, Westbrook.
I didn't really care. That's not my team, so I could give 2 fucks.
To me,
I just expect LeBron to get into the playoffs.
I can't remember what we
I
were saying.
thought Buddy Hield would. I think we all said Buddy Hield would have been a better fit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I understood the logic of going with Westbrook because LeBron's getting older. We already seen him get hurt one time and lose almost half the season or at least a third of the season. And it's like, okay, well, shit, he's not getting younger. AD, we already knew he's made out of glass. So it's like, okay, you bring in a Westbrook when one of those 2 guys are down, you still got Westbrook plus a guy.
Yeah.
So it made sense logically from that perspective. But from a fit perspective, LeBron being a primary ball handler, AD being AD, you go get a Buddy Hield.
Yeah, and my thing was that it was reported that they actually sat down and talked how they were going to play together, and we haven't
With Buddy?
seen it.
Yeah.
Or
No,
with
with
Westbrook?
Westbrook.
Yeah.
I remember that.
So it's like they developed like an offensive scheme or something. So they had a plan going in,
but the plan never
and so
developed.
yeah, it just
It's
didn't
just
work
not
out.
complimentary. You know, so remember how I was talking about Embiid and Harden, right?
Mhm.
Shelton, and I was saying I don't see Embiid's numbers dropping,
Yeah.
right? Because how Harden scores isn't going to affect how Embiid scores.
Right.
And when we saw LeBron and AD, it didn't. Their numbers didn't suffer because it's complementary. But when
Mhm.
you add a Westbrook to it, it's disjointed. So it's suffering. Somebody has to make big time adjustments to make it work. The same way D Wade had to make big time
Mhm.
adjustments to make it work. I got to play way more off ball. You know what I'm saying? I'm just more of a catch and shoot guy. Or when LeBron's out, then I can be more D Wade. Westbrook, for whatever, Westbrook has to play championship basketball.
Yep.
He's never in
Yep.
his entire career had to do that.
In the second half of his career, he hasn't done that.
He doesn't
Mhm.
know
Well,
what it
yeah.
is.
And I was thinking that maybe LeBron would be able to kind of coach that into him, but
Yeah.
apparently not.
LeBron Westbrook knows one speed, one way, one everything. So hindsight, right? We always say it's 2020. Buddy Hield is the better fit. And I said that then too, because if we're thinking of basketball, what does the offense look like? Buddy Hield would not have been compromised because he's complementary. LeBron wouldn't have been compromised. AD wouldn't have been compromised. Those three guys fit.
Yeah, and the other thing is that look, I even wondered if this team would be in the same situation if they had Buddy Hield. We don't know, and we never will know. Because it could be the same situation, depending on how they build out the rest
The
of the
rest of the
roster.
roster, exactly.
But they may have, but yeah, we'll never know. Because they probably had to go get what they can get, but maybe they have more money to fill out the
yeah,
roster.
100%. Because obviously, Buddy Hield makes way less than Russell Westbrook. Maybe they would have kept Caruso with Buddy
Yeah.
Hield. We
Yeah, that
don't
would've
know
made a
what
lot
the
more
what
sense.
ifs.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah. But you know,
Yeah. I guess you just expect Russell Westbrook to do a portion of what he was doing before. He's doing absolutely nothing. He ain't even role player status at this point. Like nothing. You get nothing from him. And I expected.
I just don't think he knows how to play this way. Whatever way they're trying to play, he just doesn't know how to do it.
Yeah, it ain't working.
And
He's just not complimentary.
I think Vogel is just a hot mess. He was a hot mess before during the title run,
See, because Ken, look,
and now it's
Russell Westbrook has primarily played his entire career with the ball in his hand. Are you going to remove the ball from LeBron and give it to Westbrook? No. Westbrook off the ball, is he a good or even a decent catch and shoot player? No. Westbrook now in his later years is barely a decent free throw shooter. Once upon a time, he was mid 80s. That man like barely 70s now. So there's a lot of there's a lot of positives you get with Russell Westbrook, but
well, even those have disappeared.
But there's so many more negatives
Yeah.
now. That again, my question is, how and where is Russell Westbrook complementary to your two stars?
And he's not. And I think Vogel will be going in the offseason.
Oh, 100%.
They may let him
No,
keep him
he's
until I'm
gone.
talking about keeping him the rest of the season.
Oh, this season? Oh, yeah. They would have
But-
been fired him if they were going to do
But
it.
he should have been gone.
Yeah,
He-
they might. I don't think he's gonna make it through the rest of